The screen fades into a dense, foggy forest at dusk. The camera pans across a solitary, missing person poster pinned to a tree. The edges flutter ominously in the cold breeze. Faint whispers and the crunch of leaves echo, setting a chilling tone. As the poster flutters, a shadowy figure lurks in the background, barely visible. The narrator's voice pierces through. When Sarah disappeared, the small town thought it was just another tragic case, but what they discovered would change everything. As the whispers intensify, the camera focuses on glowing eyes in the distance, before abruptly cutting to black, leaving viewers with a sense of dread. This transitions seamlessly into the introduction of Sarah's life and the mystery surrounding her disappearance. The narrator introduces Sarah through warm, yet melancholic visuals, snapshots of her paintings, her quiet demeanor, and interactions at the local fair the night she vanished. Sarah was known as the town's reclusive artist, someone who poured her emotions into hauntingly beautiful sketches. On the night she disappeared, she was last seen walking into the woods after the fair, an action that puzzled even her closest friends. Days later, her sketchbook was found on the forest's edge. Its pages were filled with cryptic drawings, twisted symbols, shadowy figures, and recurring depictions of glowing eyes. The police dismissed these as ramblings of an eccentric artist, but the townsfolk weren't convinced. Whispers began about the curse of the woods, an old legend that spoke of people disappearing without a trace. This intrigue draws us directly into the heart of the mystery as Sarah's best friend Emily organizes a search party to uncover the truth, setting the stage for the tension to rise. Emily, determined to find her friend, rallies a small group of locals to search the woods. The screen shows them packing flashlights, maps, and supplies. Despite warnings from older townsfolk about the living forest, they venture in, their determination overriding their fear. As they delve deeper, strange occurrences begin. The group hears faint footsteps trailing them, but no one is there. The forest seems unnaturally silent between these sounds, amplifying the group's paranoia. A sense of being watched permeates every frame. The tension spikes when Emily discovers Sarah's locket hanging from a low tree branch. It drips with an unidentifiable black substance, glistening eerily under their flashlight beams. The substance seems to pulse, and as Emily touches it, she hears a faint whisper. "Leave now." Suddenly, the camera catches a fleeting glimpse of a figure in the shadows, its glowing eyes unmistakable. The group is startled, but before they can investigate, an unearthly wail echoes through the woods, pushing them deeper into fear and curiosity. The discovery of Sarah's locket directly leads them to the abandoned cabin. The group stumbles upon a dilapidated cabin, hidden behind overgrown vines and gnarled trees. Its windows are shattered, and the door creaks ominously as they push it open. Inside, the walls are covered in the same eerie symbols from Sarah's sketchbook. A faint, rhythmic humming echoes from within, leading them to Sarah. Sarah is sitting in the corner, her back to the group. She appears unharmed, but her movements are unnatural, as though she's a puppet being controlled. When she turns to face them, her eyes lack pupils, replaced by a shimmering, otherworldly glow. Emily tries to approach her, but Sarah's voice, now layered with an unnatural echo, warns them. "You shouldn't have come." The cabin begins to tremble as the whispers intensify, and shadowy figures emerge from the walls. These entities, translucent yet menacing, close in on the group. Sarah reveals the horrifying truth. "The woods are alive, and I am a part of them now. You will be too." Her words send chills down their spines as they realize they're no longer dealing with a simple disappearance, but something far darker. The group's panic culminates in a frantic attempt to flee. The group races out of the cabin, the shadowy entities in pursuit. The forest seems to shift around them, turning into an endless labyrinth. Paths they had just taken disappear, replaced by towering trees with bark that seems to pulse like veins. Their flashlights flicker, and one by one, members of the group vanish into the darkness, dragged away by unseen forces. Emily, now alone, stumbles into a clearing. For a brief moment, there's silence. She turns around and sees Sarah standing at the edge, her face twisted into a haunting smile, her glowing eyes fixated on Emily. Sarah raises a hand, and the forest begins to close in. The screen fades to black as Emmy,